Do you really think God won't transform your life? Let me tell you a quick story. And I'm going to condense the story because I don't want to take too much of your time. I never forget this when he transformed my life. Back in 1988, uh, me and a friend of mine, a lot of my friends, we were involved in the streets. We were in the streets from K Town to West Side. We got involved with a lot of street activities. So we got connected to a gang chief, not going to name any names, a gang chief, and he hooked us up when we were selling heroin for him. It was in an apartment. This was at a time when that people weren't out on the street selling it. It was indoors in apartments where they had the bars up. You come knock on the door. So we were making pretty good money. What they call, I think nowadays I think they call it a jab. When you have the bags of heroin, we had like 80 packs, 80 bags, and then out of every five, you get one, he gets four. So that's he gets $80, you get 20. So you can actually go over there, man, and 5, 6 hours, you could make you $800, $900. This was back in '88, so that was real good money a day. So fast forwarded a little bit, this was one night, January in '88. I never forget it. It was super cold. Me and my buddy was sitting in my house, just sitting back contemplating, saying, "Man, should we go and get something, make some money or chill?" I was like, "You know what, man? Let's go get our money, no matter what." He kind of was like, "Man, no, let's wait till tomorrow." I said, "No, let's go tonight." So we go over there. We start getting to the apartment. Uh, it was a very popular drug spot where people were coming on a regular basis. So you can have 5 or 6 guys in there with 80 pack jabs, with 80 bags in each bag, and actually 4 or 5 hours get all of it off. So it was a place like that. So this particular knock, a guy knocked on the door. I never forget it. I'm not going to name his name. I'm just going to make up a name. This John. Now, John was a guy that came through. He used to sell merchandise. This was back in '88. So this was back when they were selling the big gold ropes, the troop jackets, the LL Cool J troop jackets, the 8 ball jackets, that era. He used to come through with that kind of merch. So we would give him a certain amount of dollars, certain amount of bags of dope. We'll get the merchandise. So anyway, he knocked on the door. This is John, just naming the name. Without looking through the peephole or anything, he just opened the door. When he opened the door in the gates, John came in, but he came in with another guy, and they both had guns. They said, "Hey, don't make this a murder. We just want the merch and we want to leave." Now, this was a small apartment. It's very small. The living room where the door was, it had to be, I'm going to give it about 15 by 15. Very small. 2 couches were in there. Me and my buddy on one couch, the other 2 guys on another couch. There was another guy in the kitchen that they didn't know about. I'll get to that. So they came and they said, "Don't make this no murder. Put everything on the table." Everybody started putting their money in the bags on the table. My stupid self, being young and naive, man, I'm not gonna put mine out there. He may not check me. They may just get this and leave. But when I thought about it, if they check me and find this stuff in my pocket, they might kill me. So I went in my pocket, and pulled out and put the drugs on the table. The other guy who was looking at the other 2 guys, all he seen was a hand reach. He turned around, pow! He shot me in the hand. I didn't even know I was shot. So when he did this, I leaned back. I thought this wasn't gonna be no murder. They panicked. They just started grabbing stuff. Money flying all over the table, drugs on the floor. They grabbed everything and they started going out the door. Now, again, the guy in the kitchen that I told you about, he looked around the corner, shot the last guy coming out the door, sorry. When he shot him, the other guy turned around and just started blasting. Blah, 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 blah. By that time, we had hit the floor. Now, what I'm thinking when I hear the gunshots, I'm thinking he's going around, bam, 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 killing everybody. So I'm bracing myself, knowing I'm about to catch one in the back of the head, back in my back, and it's over for me. But it didn't happen. They left. So I still don't know I'm shot. So as we get up, me and my buddy pissed off because, dude, why did you open this door? We arguing with him, and all of a sudden I look at my hand this swole. Look, see these marks there? My hand this swole. I'm like, dude, I'm shot. You got to take me to the hospital. Mind you, it's super cold outside. It's like 9 degrees outside. So we go downstairs to my car. Guess what? My car won't start. So we had to play with the car to get it started. Finally got it started. My buddy started it. We get into the car. We go to the hospital. Get to the hospital. Of course, you're in the emergency room. Now, at that time, the emergency room was separated by curtains, each bed. Guess who's on the other side of the curtain that I'm on? The guy who got shot at the apartment. So my buddy, like, you know what? I'm gonna call John, the other guy who was not John, but the other drug dealer, the guy who we were selling drugs for. I'm gonna call him and let him know he's here. He called him and let him know. By that time, my parents made it to the hospital. They on the other side of the curtain with me. The gang chief sent some guys down there. They were gonna blast him right in the hospital. So I had to tell my guy, look, stop this, man. We on the other side of the curtain. You know, bullets don't have no name. They could go straight to the curtain and hit us again. So he broke that down. They got out of there. So I went to the hospital, had surgery. Matter of fact, I think that guy died. I went to the hospital, had surgery, got out. This when something clicked. Well, not at that moment, but it made me start thinking a little bit. When I got out, I had a cast on my hand. Go back over there to the neighborhood where we were selling the drugs. I see the gang chief out there. He pulled up to me, man, I'm glad to see you out, man. Reached over, put a bag of dope in my hand. Now, we were doing drugs too. You know, me being young and naive, I'm thinking he looking out for me. Leave, you know. I actually stopped messing with them because we started doing our own thing a little bit in our neighborhood. But anyway, as I started getting older, well, as days started going on, I started realizing, man, this dude really don't care about me. I just got shot, just came out of the hospital. And this man gave me a bag of dope to get high. See, when you're young, you get confused. You thinking that somebody cares about you, but they really don't care about you. You just a piece in the chess game. That's all it is. You know, basically, he probably was trying to, make sure that I don't go back and tell the police who's selling dope. I don't know what he was thinking, but anyway, life goes on, still making mistakes, still using drugs. Then all of a sudden, all my past experiences, all that stuff started weighing on me. And I started realizing, you know what? If I don't stop, I'm going to die. Because I had got shot twice in two different occasions. I'm going to die. If I don't stop this now, I am going to die. All of a sudden, the light clicked. To fast forward this story, look at me now. Out of all the stuff I've been through, several times I could have died. Not talking about the gang experiences where I could have died, but look at me now. When I tell people these stories, you know what they say to me? You lying. I don't believe it. God will clean you up so good that your past won't connect to your present. People won't believe it. I see some people in my past, they're like, man, what are you doing? Look at you, dude, you glowing. God will clean you up so good that people won't even recognize you who was with you when you were doing the drama. God will clean you up. Don't forget that. Yes, he will.